Good morning. Hey, it's 2025. Yes, it's also 9 a.m. I know. Gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning, even in 2025. Yes, and that's why I'm still in bed recovering. Me, I'm FayWhat, and I'm gonna help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's gonna be a great week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
Created by Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network, The FayWhat Show's America's first LGBTQ plus morning show. And I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand on your favorite streaming channels. It's Monday, January 6th, 2025. Wow. Let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What did you think I was talking about? You know it's Alex Tikas. Our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late. And this morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, adult performer, and star of For the Love of Dilfs on Out TV, Alex Tikas. Follow his adults-only Twitter at @Alex_Tikas and catch him as he bartends at the world-famous The Eagle Wilton Manors. Good morning, Alex, and welcome back to my bed, boo. How are you?
I don't know. You tell me.
Congratulations, Alex! So Alex got engaged!
Yes.
Alex got engaged! Guess who's getting married in 2025? Guess who is the blushing bride in 2025? Alex freaking Tikas!
Yes. Vera Wang, head to toe.
Oh my God! How? I mean, I love F. F is freaking amazing.
Is he?
Okay, and I think he's just a dreamboat.
He's fantastic. He's
You
a
know,
good guy.
and it helps that
Yes.
he's Italian.
Yes, he's Italian. An Italian from Italy and a Greek getting together. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. I love it. I'm just imagining
At
like,
least you know the food will be very, very good.
hell yeah.
The food will be
hell
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm like envisioning like Roman warriors
Yes,
and
Roman
like
gladiators.
Greek gladiators, like just
Roman-
having
yes,
sex.
Yes, well, because you're Faye. That's exactly
that's
what you're
I
gonna
would imagine.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what you're gonna envision.
Alex, I mean, like, you know, this relationship has been so fun and like energetic, and it has like really instilled like this new look on life for you. But I didn't know you were gonna get married with the dude. Like,
I mean, it's been over a year, and he's been, a lot of. Can I tell you something? Like, we've fought so many times, and we've still stayed together. It's like, what else are we going to fight about? I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like when you can sort of get through the kind of things that we've gone through.
yeah.
There's a bit of an age difference too, so.
Does that really matter when it comes to boys? The age difference?
For
I
me-
mean, I don't
for me,
think
it
it's
doesn't
that
matter.
big of an
Yeah.
age difference because he's in his 30s.
He's 36. I'm 51.
Okay, but he's not 22.
no,
you know what I
he's
mean?
not.
Like in your 20s,
No,
you
he's-
really
no.
like between 20 and 30 is a pivotal time. You really make a lot of mistakes during that time and you learn from them. And then when you get to your age, you already know what you don't want.
The toughest thing now is like making the mistakes that I've made, and watching him make the same mistakes, and
Allowing him to.
well, if I don't allow it, I get told to shut up, mind my business.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and then when I allow it and it happens, it's like, what you mean you don't tell
You
me?
didn't tell me. How dare you? Manicotti lasagna.
So we're just trying to find the healthy median of the two, but it's working.
Oh my God. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy too.
Like and I could see it. Like all of a sudden, like you're like like you look less stressed. Like people are supposed to look more stressed when they get engaged because of just what it entails, and you're just like, ah.
Well, it's for me, it's just sort of like what's next? Like, what can we be doing that's better? Why are we here? You know, we were talking about this.
Yeah.
Why are we here? Where can we go? Where we can, I don't know, grow.
Yeah.
Happily grow.
Yeah.
You know, he wants children, which is hilarious.
Well, you have Millie.
Yeah,
Millie's your dog. That's his child.
When you can remember to feed her at 7:30 in the morning like you're supposed to, then we'll talk about
that.
Children. But
do you think that you've been pushed to do this sooner because of the political climate that we're in? In a couple of days, Trump takes over this country.
Can I tell you, I don't even think about it that much because I want to go to Europe. I'm like, my head's in Europe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I want to, sure, you want, it sounds really weird, but to get married so that you can have all of the benefits and the positives that heterosexuals got. That's, you know, if something happens to him,
you want to be able to make
I'm
decisions,
in charge. If
etc.
something happens to me, he's in charge.
Yeah.
So sure, we want all of those rights that are befitted to the heterosexual, but in terms of like happy growth, marriage in Europe seems to me like better fit for us.
Yeah. So would it be Greece or Italy?
You know what? I think it would be Spain.
Okay.
Like,
that's a good middle.
Yeah,
that's a good middle ground. So you don't fight about, Italy or Greece.
But if we go to Greece, it'll be very inexpensive to live. He'd learn that if we go to Italy, it'll be even less expensive to live because, and I think we'd do well in both, but I think in Spain would be a healthy middle because we both speak a little bit of Spanish.
Yeah. Listen, Barcelona is like just so wonderful, the gay community. They're so amazing there. They just are. And there's something about, I never wanted to get married. I was like, cool, I'll be a hoe forever. I'm fine living with somebody, cohabitating. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine, right? Great. No problem. But something happened when I signed that marriage certificate. Something happened. I can't explain it to you. And I think that every married person can attest to that. Like, it's something about the fact that if I look at Teresa and I say, hey, get the shovel, there's no questions asked as to what and why. It's okay, let me go get the shovel.
Yeah. And it's the same thing. I don't know, it's like, can you please get me a glass of water? Can you please don't post that picture of my I don't know.
No, it's that comfort. Like, his fiance was here and he's like, oh, honey, would you like some eye drops? Can I get you some water? Like, how cute is that? I'm like, you can massage my feet if you like, like.
Do you like that?
Not really.
I
have issues with feet.
I hate people touching.
Listen, I have to have a pedicure.
Like I have a Hobbit. Like my feet are like Hobbit. Like
you
the
hide
Hobbit.
your feet.
No, the Hobbit. You know the movie The Hobbit?
Oh.
Yes, they are Hobbit. Like Lord of the Rings.
Like they need like sandblasters when you get a pedicure.
Yeah, do not touch them ever.
Okay, well, don't touch Alex's feet. Now you know. All right, let's talk about what's going on, okay? So first, young LGBTQ people shared advice for tough times in the Trevor Project's 2024 U.S. National Mental Health Survey. One respondent said, quote, just find the place where you can ask questions and read about other people's experiences. Others suggested perseverance. Quote, keep going for another day. Some said, quote, be yourself always. And quote, wake up every day and tell yourself that you love yourself. Acknowledging the challenges the queer community faces, another person wrote, quote, you might not feel safe and happy now, but hopefully there will come a day when you find your home, end quote. So the survey shows us that community is key when it comes to this new year of 2025. Young LGBTQ advises other youth on how to get through these tough times. What are we all talking about? Wow. Are these like good words to live by? Are there things that you should be walking away with, especially a queer youth?
I wish there was even remotely a thought of something like this growing up when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because I used to work part-time at the library in Queens in New York. That's all that I had was the library. There was nobody giving me aspirational anything. If I had to learn something, I had to learn it by myself. But I didn't get the self-esteem or Trevor's, I remember it gets better.
Yeah.
Or I wish I heard those words as a
growing
kid,
up,
being young, being 20, being 19, being 18, coming out of the closet. I wish somebody just said to me, you know what, you're feeling all of this shit right now, but I promise you,
it'll get better.
As you gain your independence, as you make money, as you just sort of,
find your tribe.
Find your tribe. Find your friends. Don't necessarily have to be your family. Doesn't necessarily your what's the word? A family. The when it's your family, you create the family.
Your chosen family.
Your chosen family. When you find your chosen family. I mean, that's why I admire drag queens so much. You know what I mean? Because people in the drag community, because they come together and with such a strong ferocity. Yeah. And they, no matter what. I wish we had that.
My good friend, Velvet Lenore, is like one of my favorite drag queens in life. Yeah. And so she's got the Lenore family, right? Yeah. And so every time you see her, she's got backup dancers or whatever it is, right? And you think that it's just hired help. No, these are her kids, okay? That she has picked up along the way that maybe were shunned by their family, kicked out of their homes, not knowing where their next meal would be. She'd give them a home and put them to work.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And gave them a sense of self, okay? Like you said, if somebody told me as a kid, Faye, you can be anything you want, I maybe would have become anything I wanted. If somebody said to me, you're enough, and whatever it is that you love is okay.
Yeah. Do you like to sing? If you want to sing, because that was me. When I grew up, when I was a kid, oddly enough, I wanted to be like the next George Michael.
Okay.
Like I was like, it was there. There was a voice there, but.
Can you sing?
No, not right now. Okay. Wait, this is why we have meetings at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Got it. Sorry.
But yeah, at the time I could. I was really, really a strong singer. And I just wish somebody said, go.
Yeah.
But, my family was a very conservative Greek family. They were working class.
Yeah.
Everybody was hetero macho. If you were a faggot, if you were like sensitive, if you were ever, that was shunned. And if somebody was gay in the atmosphere or in the solar system, they were like garbage. They were so, and if that gay person sort of like, when I came across gay people in my early teens or whatever, they knew who I was. Mm-hmm. But if they so much as even spoke to me, they were like completely, don't talk to that person. He's going to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it sucks.
It sucks because same deal with me. And I just remember my mom saying, you don't want to be like them.
You don't want to be like them.
And for that moment, you don't have your own thoughts really to say, but I do want to be like them, right? Like you don't have it. This is your mother or your parents, your family members telling you this. If they tell you an orange is blue, you're going to believe that the orange is blue.
Yeah. My mother, when I finally came out in musical theater school, she's like, what will society say? I'm like, and finally, I don't know where it came from. Like, who gives a fuck what society says?
Yeah.
She didn't speak to me for 2 weeks, but then she started talking to me again. Oh. Because that's what a mother's going to do.
Yeah, she had to go through that. What would people think? Who cares what people think?
What society says? Please, society.
God. Ooh, yeah. So listen, the Trevor Project is where it's at. They come out with this, with 2 big surveys a year. There's too many LGBTQ plus kids that want to commit suicide, and that should not be the freaking case. Yeah. Okay? Social media, bullying, parental, discomfort, that, there's so many different things that homelessness, food insecurity, you're too young to get a job. There's a million things that could happen to you as a queer kid, So finding your tribe, finding organizations that can help you. All these things are important. You are enough. You are worth it. There is help out there and you're not alone. These are all pieces of information that you would really make you, just give you a better life as a kid.
And they're smarter than us. I think that the queer kids today are so much smarter than we were.
Yeah.
And now all it takes is for somebody like in our position to just connect them with the tools that they need to just flourish.
Just explode and flourish.
Yeah.
Next, Moira. Oh, I love Moira. I love Moira Rose. Moira Rose's iconic advice in Schitt's Creek is as timeless as ever. She urged Stevie Budd, quote, take 1,000 naked pictures of yourself now. One day you'll look back and say, dear God, I was a beautiful thing. This sentiment recently resonated with a gay bro on Reddit who shared his midlife revelation. The post said, quote, "I remember being so hard on myself, telling myself I was fat, ugly, a frumpy dresser, etc. Looking back, I wish I would have been kinder to myself." End quote. His post gained 78 upvotes and plenty of love. Rightfully so. Older men are looking back at their younger selves. What are we all talking about? What would you tell your 20-something-year-old self that was...
I live with it. I talked to his name is Franco. We can say his name.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want to blow up his spot like that, but I love Franco.
You know, watching Franco at 36, not taking advantage of his beauty, I'll just say it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beautiful young man. And just and being so hard on himself and not being what he thinks he should. I'm like, oh, you're so crazy. I wish that I was your age again. You know, even
knowing now
what I know. At 51, you know, I don't, you know, people like me. Mm-hmm. I still get attention. Uh-huh. I still whatever. But when I was at 30, when I remember being at 36 or being 25 or whatever, I was like, it didn't
resonate. It really didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't feel real. Like you don't really take full advantage of how you are and how, you know, you think you're fat. Guess what? You're not. You're right? Not. Like, you know, and you're thinner than you might be in the future, right? It's just.
But you're not. You're not the dysmorphia. You're not ever gonna be that person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be who. Why can't you just be like the best? Best you.
Best version of you.
It's hard on that.
It's hard. I mean, you know, there's OnlyFans, there's magazine covers, there's Grindr, there's, you know what I mean? Like even on Grindr, you know, some of the hashtags are awful. Like, you know, like no fatties, no Asians, no this, no that.
Oh
I mean,
God.
like it's everywhere telling you you're not enough.
When I had a guy in his early 30s hit on me. He tapped me. Uh-huh. And then I don't put my age on there. And then my pictures are like a month old, you know. So they were, and he asked me how old I was, and I said I was 51, and stopped talking to me. And I'm like, did I miss something? And he goes, you know, you're old enough to be my dad, right? I'm like, you know that you tapped me.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I mean, then that was the end of the conversation. But it's like, it's amazing to me, like. So now, because you have the official number, now it's like there's something wrong with...
And there isn't. I mean, you know, age is just a number, all right? The ageism is real in our community. Yeah. You know, we need to start just loving our elders and knowing that they've got sexcapades just like everybody else, and they might be able to teach you.
And they do.
And they might be able to teach you something.
I don't know how they do it.
I'm just saying. The FayWhat Show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America, and Hotspots Magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 40 years. And Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and more for 4 years. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. Next at the FayWhat Show, you gotta help my gay boys. And in our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. This is Alex Tikas' favorite segment every week. It really is, all right? This week, XOXO, self-loving slut.
All right.
Sent me an email. Okay, XOXO, self-loving slut. Okay. Dear FayWhat and Hottie, I enjoy an active sex life and was just slut-shamed by my doctor.
Ooh.
What should I do? I'm a bisexual man in my early 30s and I enjoy an active sex life. Even though some of my friends like to jokingly slut-shame me, I have made a real effort not to judge myself for hooking up a lot. Life is short and sex is fun. My therapist has helped me understand that as long as I'm taking care of myself, it might actually be healthy to acknowledge my bisexuality and give it an outlet rather than feeling shame about it, especially since my youth was so full of such repression. On that note, I recently went to a new doctor to see about going on DoxyPep. to protect myself from getting STIs. To my surprise, he laughed at me and suggested that I might consider, quote, wearing more condoms, and even asked if I ever thought I might have a, quote, sex addiction.
Wow.
I left without a prescription feeling super uncomfortable and embarrassed. I'm pretty sure this new doctor is straight, but is it really my job to teach him this stuff? How would you handle this situation? XOXO self-loving slut.
So that's the kind of doctor that will say that to a patient. The patient won't go on any doxy prep. And the patient will continue his behavior and spread whatever disease to other people unwillingly, unknowingly, because he's so ashamed now of like going to another doctor and having been put down like that. It's just the most. It's so unethical. It's so unethical.
It's
Who
so
are you to judge? Like, your job is to keep me healthy.
Yeah.
Your job is not to psychologically evaluate me and determine whether I'm a sex addict or not. And what is a sex addict? You know, like, are you qualified to label
Is there
me?
a chart? Is there a chart that tells me what's the sexual addiction?
You know, so I'm going to have sex with somebody once a week. That's anonymous. You know, so, and that person is going to have sex with, the person that I had sex with has sex with like 20 people. Who's like, I mean, who's the bigger, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like the doctors that do that are
effed up.
That's fucked up.
They're effed up. And that is why so many people in our community don't know their status, like you said, or people are afraid of the healthcare system because they deal with a doctor like that.
This brings me back when I first got diagnosed in 2001. I was diagnosed with HIV, and I had gone through the seroconversion, right?
Yeah.
And I was in a lot of pain. It was like, there was a throat, whatever. And I remember that doctor and what she said to me. She said, "You know what? You play, you pay." That
is horrible.
Yeah, I will never in my life forget that. And I never said that to, I guarantee you that if I had spoken up and spoken to a doctor or to her administrators or to wherever, I remember her name, I remember everything, if she would have immediately have been either reprimanded or terminated or whatever.
Something.
You pay, you play. You play, you pay.
That's just disgusting.
Isn't that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, no.
No,
You're not a sex addict. You're a good slut because you care about yourself and you care about others and you want to keep yourself healthy and you don't ever, if something you hear sounds judgmental, it's judgmental.
It's judgmental.
And don't ever allow that.
Listen, self-loving slut. I love that you love yourself, right? Enough to go to the doctor and make sure that you're protected, right? Yeah. I don't know where you live, but there's a lot of LGBTQ plus community centers here that you can go to. You can go to Can Community. You can go to Holy Cross. You can go to Pride Lines in Miami, right?
Free.
You know, free. You know, my wife is a psych nurse practitioner, and on all her stuff, she puts LGBTQ, right? So people know that she's LGBTQ. Yeah. And I can't tell you how many people tell her, you know, thank God, right? They can talk freely when you're in family, right? Yeah. So self-loving slut, go find a doctor that's LGBTQ. Yeah. That is my advice to you. That's it. There's plenty of them and they will understand. And you know what? A lot of these straight healthcare professionals, not all, please, not all. A lot of them don't even know the right questions to ask you, okay? Because they don't know about our community and they don't know what we go through, you know? So get another doctor. I know it's a pain in the ass, okay? I know that you have to wait sometimes, you know, for another appointment. And when it's a new doctor, all that kind of stuff, I get it, right? But it's for your well-being. Right? And it's for the well-being of others. And this is how you start 2025 on the right foot. Get a good doctor.
Get a doctor. Yes, get your doctor.
Yeah. Get a queer doctor, Get the gayest doctor you can find.
Yes.
That's it. So keep those emails coming, all right? Send them over at FayWhat@happeningout.com. So what are you doing this week? Are you going to take any days off? Now that you're engaged.
We're talking about it. Like, where are we going to go? I don't know. He's never been to Disney World, so maybe we'll go there.
Oh my God, you'd be a Disney gay. That's hysterical.
He wants to be a Disney gay.
I love that.
Yeah, he wants to go to I think Harry Potter's there too, and he wants to do the whole Harry Potter.
I love that. It's cute too, like also to go to Epcot and go to each of the countries and like, like eat something, drink something on each one. Like, like.
He'll be like, this pasta's awful. I will go to Italy. Yeah. He'll be like, no.
This is horrible. Maybe don't go to Italy. Maybe skip that one.
I do make better pasta than him, but you didn't hear that from me.
Ooh, I won't tell you. Franco, did you hear that? I'm just saying. Thank you, Alex Tikas, for joining me in bed. Happy New Year and all that good stuff.
Another freaking year with the FayWhat.
Another.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. Okay, and I'm officiating your wedding.
Yes, you are.
Even if you have somebody there, I'm jumping in front of them and doing it. Because
get out of my way.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be the wedding of the season.
It's a wedding.
The wedding of the season!
We'll probably have a big fight in the middle of it. He'll probably storm off.
I'm fine with that. It'll make the whole thing even more sexier.
Of course. And
I'm
we'll
just
make
saying.
up and he'll come back. And then
I love it. But again, in my mind, you're dressed like gladiators and warriors.
Oh, wow.
For that.
Interesting idea.
Just saying. All right. Franco, I love you. Alex, I love you more.
I love you too.
Thank you. Thank you for being you.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you.
Before I move ahead, gotta remind you that the Travel Club is planning Machu Picchu and Peru by train, which will depart on September 17th, 2025. We're gonna be broadcasting shows at Machu Picchu, Lima, and more. Join us if you love to have fun. Here, take a look and find out more at happeningout.travel/FayWhat. So that's it. That's the FayWhat show. I hope you had fun. Our first FayWhat show of the year. Wow. Thank you so much to Alex Tikas for joining me in bed. He really is a sweetheart. Can you believe he's getting married? I can't wait. Little does he know, I told him I want to be the officiant, but I'm also going to be the flower girl. I'm also going to be the maid of honor. I am planning to make him a veil. I also want to throw him a bachelorette party and a bachelor party. So it is going to be on. You will hear more about this on the FayWhat show for sure. So folks, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's so important, especially this year, and it's sometimes hard for us girls. But if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity, because it really is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets: Facebook, IG, Threads, TikTok, YouTube. You know the drill. Follow FayWhat. And since you're always on the go, you can listen to the FayWhat show wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just search the FayWhat show. Until next Monday, world, at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I am hashtag that girl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Stay gay!
Rainbows, gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too?